Let's define procrastination so we have a common understanding. Procrastination is when you unnecessarily postpone decisions or actions. Everyone procrastinates sometimes, but for some, especially chronic procrastinators, it can cause a lot of issues. It's associated with worse grades at school, lower salaries at work, and even physical and mental health issues. Sometimes, when it's ingrained enough, people even procrastinate when their safety, their family life, and their livelihoods are at risk. Procrastination is sneaky in that it can feel normal. You may not even know you're procrastinating because it's just what you do. There are some who attribute procrastination to bad time management or laziness. In fact, you may think that you're just lazy. If you only had more willpower, you'd stop procrastinating. There are a lot of articles and resources that reinforce these ideas. They give you techniques and plans of action. They try to help you get started on a task or make it harder for you to avoid it by eliminating distractions. They help you prioritize tasks, establish routines, reward yourself, get in the flow. And these are all great organizing techniques. But if you have underlying beliefs that are driving your procrastination, they're not going to work. They may work for a little while, but then your unconscious beliefs will come back up and take over again. If you've tried these techniques and still procrastinate, don't think that you failed. You just need to look at your beliefs and thought patterns that are driving your procrastination. For the most part, reasons for procrastination are rooted in fear and anxiety about doing poorly, doing too well, losing control, looking stupid, or having your sense of self challenged. As a child, you were pretty smart. You adopted a pattern of procrastination as a survival mechanism. It protects you from being judged or from feeling less than, or from having to do something that makes you feel uncomfortable or afraid or even bored. But it doesn't serve you anymore. In fact, procrastination actually makes the stress worse. It helps your mood in the short term, but long term it leads to guilt, frustration, and more stress. And that's what this program is for. The key to overcoming your procrastination is to understand why you do it. To find out your whys, go to www.whyouprocrastinatequiz.com and take the quiz. The whys are usually beliefs that you developed during childhood, as we talked about. And I'm not here to blame your parents or guardians because they weren't really responsible for creating your beliefs. You see, as a child, you saw the world as a child does. And when something happened, you assumed that it meant something about you. You gave it meaning. So if you got embarrassed by a teacher who criticized you in front of the class, you may have decided that it's dangerous to be seen or developed a fear of being criticized. If you were raised by people who constantly criticized you, maybe you decided that since you could never do anything right anyway, you might as well do what you want. Or you could have decided that you're a terrible person and you don't deserve any better. Or you could have decided that you're incapable. It all depends on how you saw the situation and the thought that you had at the time that then became a belief. Whatever your underlying beliefs, they stop you from having the ability to take action even when you want to, even when you know the action is in your best interest, even if it means giving up something you really want. The underlying beliefs override everything else. And this program will give you insights and tools for eliminating those beliefs so that you can meet your goals, live your values, and have the type of life that you want. I'm glad you're here, and let's get started.